Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 at 5, and we are seeing more wet weather, kind of similar to the setup that we had yesterday, where we're seeing kind of these more scattered showers, although some of this is starting to line up into more of a band of rain all throughout Jackson County. So we'll see the progression of that throughout the rest of the night, and we'll take a look at that in a second with Stormcast. We'll step off the screen so we can take a look at some of these wind advisories, and yeah, we have a lot of them. For the east side, for the west side, these run in general until this evening or until the wee hours of the morning on Saturday morning. Some of those winds could gust anywhere between 45 to 55 miles per hour. We've already gotten some reports of some damage, and we had some pictures sent in to us from Grants Pass. So if you do have any pictures of damage, you can send it our way at weather@kdrv.com. We have winter weather advisories in place for the Cascades and Siskiyous and elevations above 5,000 feet. Total snow accumulations could be anywhere between 4 to 8 inches, and this runs from 9 p.m. to 11 in the morning on Saturday, 9 p.m. Friday through 11 in the morning on Saturday, I should say. So let's time out the rest of your Friday evening with Stormcast like I promised, and by the time we get to midnight or just a little bit afterwards, I think we dry out on the east side down into Siskiyou County. We'll hold on to some of that wet weather along the coast, and then here comes yet another round of wet weather into Saturday morning, and we'll continue to have showers all throughout the day. And you'll notice that a lot of these greens start transitioning into whites and purples over on the east side, and that's because the snow levels will drop down low enough for there to be a transition into snow over on the east side. And then here comes the main event, Mother's Day. Mother's Day morning, all of this heavy precipitation moving inland, and a lot of this will be snow in some of our elevations above 2,500 feet. Some of this could be some very heavy snow at that, and if it's not heavy snow, then it would be heavy rain. Widespread into lunchtime on Mother's Day, so that is obviously not very good for Mother's Day travel. We will, however, get a lot of beneficial precipitation from all of this, specifically along the coast and up in the Cascades, although inland, if any of these values verify, that would certainly help the drought as well. Snow levels going down to 2,500 feet on Sunday morning, so places like Wairika, Prospect, Butte Falls could see that brief transition into snow, although I'm not really sure how brief it's going to be, just because snow levels are going to have a hard time going back up above 3,000 feet a little bit later in the day. So like I mentioned, travel, it's going to be suspect on Sunday and Monday specifically, so just use a lot of vigilance. We know this is a big travel day, so just use the gray matter in between your ears is what I'm trying to say. We'll have some wet weather lingering on the west side overnight. We'll dry out for the east side down into Siskiyou County. Some of those winds will continue to be blustery overnight. Winds will back off into tomorrow, but again, it's just going to be a wet day, not a very fun day to be outside. And things get even more wet, more wintry into Sunday with some of those lower snow levels. Maybe we begin to clear out just a little bit into Tuesday and especially into Wednesday. Here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. Wet weather for really the next 7 days. It looks like maybe we do begin to dry out just a little bit into Wednesday. And then for Siskiyou County, we'll see those wintry impacts into Sunday and Monday with those lowering snow levels. As of right now, it doesn't look like accumulations are going to be too impactful in Siskiyou County, but of course that forecast is always subject to change. Over on the east side, I think the biggest impacts we'll see will be today with the winds. Winds back off into tomorrow, but then kind of our focus will shift into more of the winter weather that we'll have with some of the lowering snow levels, some of the heavy snow we could see. And of course, up in the Cascades, we have that winter weather advisory in place for the Cascades and Siskiyous and elevations above 5,000 feet. That only runs until 9 in the morning on Saturday, so I have a sneaking suspicion that that'll be extended throughout Sunday, maybe even a Monday as well. And then for the Rogue Valley, we'll see a very wet Mother's Day weekend. Things start to dry off just a little bit into the middle of next week, but it does look like we get into more of a cool and wet pattern towards the end of next week.